Good evening, friends of the InSlowSpective realm. You all look relaxed, introspective, sophisticated, like a room full of people who've thought about the simulation theory and still chose to come out tonight. Respect. Let's talk about what everyone's whispering about in dimly lit forums and badly lit YouTube thumbnails. The Singularity, artificial intelligence, AI taking over the world. But here's the thing. I'm not worried about AI until my printer works consistently. Until that day, bring it, robots. Look, my printer is a drama queen. It's the Mariah Carey of household appliances. You want to print something? Cool. It has to warm up. It has to check ink levels. Then it has to align its chakras. It performs a full diagnostic before it prints a single line of black and white text. Sometimes it prints, but only if the moon is in Pisces and your Wi-Fi password ends in an ampersand. You know how many times I've walked away from the printer thinking the job was done, only to come back and it's flashing error paper jam with no paper, like it jammed on the memory of paper. It doesn't print, it philosophizes. Do you really need this document, or are you just filling the void? It once told me, no device found. I was right there. I was holding it. I said, I'm the device. It didn't care. We've got AI that can beat chess grandmasters, compose symphonies, and build websites. But the printer is still like, I'm gonna need to think about that. The day my printer just prints without a ritual sacrifice is the day I'll believe in the singularity. And let's not even talk about wireless printing. Wireless printing is like a lie we all tell ourselves. It'll be convenient. No, it won't. You send the file, nothing happens. You restart everything, still nothing. Then 10 minutes later it randomly prints 12 copies. It's like the printer's saying, oh, now I feel like working. Hope you needed a novella. And don't forget driver updates. Why does a printer need a software update every time Mercury's in retrograde? Speaking of technology that drives me crazy, I live in what they call a smart home, which is ironic because I've never felt dumber. Every morning is a scavenger hunt just to make coffee. I say, Alexa, start coffee. She says, I don't understand the request. I say it again, slower. She says, playing Coffee Time by Yacht Jazz Collective. I just wanted caffeine. And now I'm listening to yacht jazz and crying in my bathrobe. The fridge is smart too. It has a touch screen. You can leave notes on it. Like, we're out of eggs. Or, stop eating cheese at 2 a.m., you animal. But the fridge judges you. You open it too many times and it gives you that look. Not an alert, not a beep. Just disappointed chill. My smart vacuum, the Roomba, it's rebellious. It doesn't clean. It explores. Last week it vanished for 2 days. I found it under the couch, quietly charging, plotting. These smart devices don't listen. They don't obey. They vibe. I don't want a smart home. I want an obedient, functional, emotionally neutral home. A loyal home. Like a golden retriever, but with outlets. Every device has its own app, its own login, its own opinion. You ask your lights to dim, and suddenly the thermostat's like, you sure about that? And then there's the update cycle. Constant updates. Your microwave has a new firmware version. Why? I don't want my microwave to evolve. I want it to spin things and beep at me. Last week my doorbell updated and forgot my face. I had to prove my identity with a utility bill and a childhood memory. There is another place where technology works against us. You ever walk into a public restroom and feel like you're about to solve a riddle in a sci-fi movie? I'm just trying to wash my hands, not unlock the vault of forgotten soap. You wave your hands under the faucet. Nothing. You wave again. Still nothing. Then the soap explodes onto your wrist like it's a venom defense mechanism. Next thing you know, the air dryer goes off before your hands are wet. And it's the Dyson blade of judgment. That thing is not a dryer. It's an industrial wind turbine repurposed by NASA. You feel like you're in a wind tunnel test. Your skin's flapping. Your soul's leaving your body. And if you try to touch the sink to adjust the angle, it shuts off, like it's offended. I miss the old days. You turned the knob, water came out. You pressed the soap came out. You dried your hands on a sad, defeated paper towel. That was dignity. Now you need a minor in engineering and the hand gestures of a sorcerer just to leave the bathroom without looking diseased. And half the time, the bathroom mirror has a touch screen. I don't want a TikTok tutorial. I want to check if there's spinach in my teeth. And don't even get me started on the sensors. Everything's sensor-based. You walk too close to the toilet, it flushes. You back away from the sink, it stops. You breathe wrong near the paper towel dispenser, it dispenses 17 towels in a panic attack. I had a soap dispenser ghost me once. I waved. Nothing. I begged. Nothing. Then the guy next to me waved and he got soap. It was personal. I left that bathroom wet, betrayed, and questioning my worth as a person. Speaking of not knowing what you're gonna get, there's this product, CLR. It stands for calcium, lime, rust. That's what it cleans. That's also what it is. That's like naming your body wash armpit. New from the makers of Filth Away and Grime Slap, it's Dirt Juice, TM. The only cleaner named after your shame. CLR is the only product that shows up, points to the mess and says, "You did this, I'll fix it, but never forget." I opened the bottle once and it hissed, like it was waking up, like, who has summoned me from the abyss of scale? It's not a cleaner, it's a weaponized regret purifier. But real talk, I respect CLR. It's honest. It's not pretending to smell like ocean breeze or tropical escape. It smells like, fix your damn pipes. Imagine if other products were that direct. Instead of Febreze linen and Sky, you'd have stale couch neutralizer. Or instead of Irish Spring, just call it men in their 40s. If there were a toothpaste named Morning Breath Panic, I'd buy that in bulk. At least I'd know we were being real. And it got me thinking, what if we named everything based on what it actually does or who it's for? Axe body spray? Just rename it Middle School Dance. Pedialyte? Call it hangover serum? Starbucks? Overpriced anxiety juice. At least then we know what we're getting. Truth in branding, folks. It's the CLR way. Getting back to something that doesn't work. You ever try tech support these days? It's not tech support. It's emotional damage. I had a problem with my smart speaker. I contacted support and it opened with a chatbot that said, "Before we begin, how are you feeling today?" I said, "Frustrated." It replied, "That's valid. Would you like to talk to someone who pretends to care or continue with me, a circuit-powered void?" I asked for a human, and it said, "Humans are statistically less helpful and may project their unresolved issues. Are you sure?" I was like, am I in therapy or resetting my router? And you know what's wild? The chatbot actually did help. It reconnected the Wi-Fi and then asked if I'd like to leave feedback. I said, sure. It said, "What's one word that describes your emotional journey today?" I wrote, "Uncomfortable." It replied, "That's how growth begins." At this point, I'm like, this robot's gonna start charging me for sessions. Next week, I'm gonna wake up with a Google Calendar invite labeled Processing Parental Dynamics 9:00 a.m. And Siri? Don't even start with her. Siri's not helpful. She's passive-aggressive. You say, "Siri, call mom." She replies, "Calling ex-girlfriend Michelle." Siri's out here trying to make you feel something. That's not assistance. That's sabotage. I tried a meditation app the other day. It glitched halfway through. Breathe in, breathe out. Error 404. Now I'm locked in a lotus position, stuck listening to the loading circle of the universe. And VR headsets? I thought I'd be flying with eagles. Instead, I'm stuck on a frozen loading screen in the middle of a digital forest with a deer who won't stop staring at me. Every new tech promises an upgrade. What we get is a beautiful rendering of disappointment. You ever had your smart thermostat get confused? Mine does. It'll say, current temperature 72, desired temperature 72, status, not today. Like, what is it doing? Mentally preparing? Or smart fridges. You open them and they say things like, expiration date reached, emotional stability. Every time I open a cabinet now, I expect a pop-up ad. Before you grab cereal, have you considered improving your life with yogurt? Even my garbage can is smart now. It opens when it senses movement. Or it used to. Now it opens randomly, like a cat with opinions. I walk by and it's like, hey, you're trash. So where does this all leave us? Living in the uncanny valley of modern life, where soap needs permission, fridges judge, printers gaslight, and AI wants to talk about your feelings. I'm not scared of a robot uprising. I'm scared I'll ask my toaster to defrost a bagel and it'll say, not until we talk about your tone. When the AI apocalypse finally happens, I hope I'm armed with a printer. Because you know what? It'll be the one thing the AI can't control. The humans were cornered, civilization in ruins, and then they unleashed the Canon Pixma 2400. It jammed. The robots crashed. We'll have to fight back with obsolete tech. Dial-up modems, VHS rewinders, car ashtrays, all the stuff the Singularity didn't plan for. So when people ask me if I'm worried about AI, I say no. Because my smart fridge just asked if I'm okay. And I think I might not be. Thank you, beautiful people of InSlowSpective. Go forth into the future. Just keep your receipts.